Transitioning into the proper bat lag position is absolutely vital. This is something literally every single great hitter does. That's where they get somewhere within what we refer to as the lag cone in the pro speed baseball hitting system so that we can start releasing the bat. Well, in today's lesson, I'm going to show you a huge fault, a huge issue that players run into while learning the transition because of how they kind of perceive the transition. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over more specifically the hand path while we're going into transition. So just so we know how this works, as we're getting into our load stride position, the hands are going to go out and down to the ball as this bat builds lag. From here, this is where we start releasing the bat. The first part of this is making sure that we transition properly. This is what we talk about in the bat lag section and a lot in the secret move section on the course or in the pro speed baseball hitting system. So one big thing that players just for whatever reason they start getting into their head is they get really worried about this bat shallowing out. So what they do is they kind of forget about the hand path. What we have to understand is we build lag as our hands are going down and out to the ball. So as my hands are going down and out to the ball, that's when we build lag. So what we're going to do is we're going to think about this in really simple terms. We can either have an elevator hand path or we can have a slide hand path. An elevator hand path, so if I go into the top of the load stride position and if I put a vertical line just out inside my hands and a horizontal line just underneath my hands, I want to make sure that I'm breaking both of these lines. So I have a horizontal or a vertical plane and a horizontal plane. If I'm breaking both of these lines, that means my hands are going out and down to the ball. That means that I am building the lag position properly. That's more of a slide hand path. If I'm doing this incorrectly, you can see that my hands are just going to go down like an elevator. It's going to stay behind that vertical line. If my hands stay back here, now I'm going to be jammed. I'm stuck back here. It's very difficult to release the bat. So it's very simple. We want to have our hands act more like a slide going down and out to the ball versus an elevator. So that's the big mistake a lot of players make. And if we can eliminate that mistake, then we can start taking our hands out and down to the ball so that we can start releasing the bat. So the first way is if I do it more like an elevator, is I'm dropping my hands and trying to throw. I got really stuck right there. The second way, if I have a proper transition, my hands are going to move down and out. And then from there, I can let that bat sink down into a really nice bat lag position. So let me show you real quick what that looks like from the face-on view. And that is just so we can have a good 360 view on what's going on. If my hands are going down and out, you can see that my hands are going down and out beautifully. But if I'm not paying attention to the down the line view, my hands are just going to drop. So you can see I'm in a mechanical disadvantage. If my hands drop, I'm at a mechanical advantage. I'm very strong from here. So I can now start releasing the bat. So if I make sure that my hands move down and out and they're breaking both planes as they're moving down and out, I can get into a great lag position and release the absolute heck out of the bat. So getting that transition correct is the first piece. The second piece is making sure that we can release that transition. So getting into that bat lag position and then unloading those angles. Well, I've got a fantastic bonus for you. I'm going to play one of our best release lessons from our All Access membership website that's going to show you how to start releasing the bat immediately. So once you get into this lag position, and you can actually do the same drill from that lesson from the lag position, you can start unloading those angles into the ball. You can see that lesson in its entirety by clicking on the link that pops up in the preview at the end of this video. If you don't see that link, that's absolutely fine. You can click on the link in the description below and it'll take you right to it. We'll see you here in that 2T drill. The number one commonality among elite level hitters, the top of the top hitters, is they're getting maximum speed in the ball. They're getting that vicious release and the bat is staying in the zone for the longest period of time. So not only are they getting that vicious speed the release gives you, they're also maximizing their room for air. So they become an absolute elite level hitter because there's so much room for air and the bat's moving at a high velocity. I'm going to show you a drill that's going to have you release the bat immediately. This cuts to the chase. This is my number one drill for learning the release because give you immediate feedback as to whether or not the bat is being released or not. If you can hit both T's and do those three things, you will have an elite level release, or at least